Hello, Luz Cadena with you again. For our next video, we're going to add the most important document of any course, the course syllabus, to our Blackboard shell. So in order to upload content like files or to create content for students like assignments or tests or discussions, we need to create a content container for it. In Blackboard, originally it's called a content area. And so that's what we're going to focus on creating on our menu next. So we have our communication tools that we've already created. We've already practiced creating an announcement. We are on our home page. So we need to make sure that our edit button is on the far right corner over here. So when we want to add something to the menu, remember we hover our mouse here over the add menu item icon. It is a circle with a plus sign, and we want to add a subheader. We want to let students know that we are now creating a space where we're going to upload the course syllabus and provide them any other important course information. So let's call this syllabus and course information. Okay, so we're going to call it syllabus and course information, and then we're going to hit submit. So this, of course, is a subheader. I'm going to move it up above my grades. This now gives this section context, but we want to close off the section. So I'm going to go to my plus sign one more time and add a divider right here and drag it here above my grades. And now I have a section. So I now need to create a content folder to put my syllabus in. So I go to the plus sign up here, and a content container to upload content is called a content area. And that can be hidden a little bit underneath this alt text that pops up, but it's the first option on the menu here. So circle with plus sign, the very first option is a content area. Now I need to give that content area an intuitive name. So I'm going to call it syllabus because this is where I'm going to upload the syllabus, but I might also provide more information. So I'm going to call it syllabus and more. You do not have to give it the same name I'm giving it, but I do want students to know that in this folder is going to be a syllabus and other information. What I don't want to do is create a new folder for every bit of information because we don't want to make our course menu too long. It can be daunting for students to see a menu that's long. So we need to chunk our content together. And many of you know the word chunk, and I'm not talking about the kid from the Goonies, showing my age there. To chunk content means to group relevant information together. And so anything related to the syllabus and course information, we're going to put in this folder. So I'm calling it syllabus and more. If you want to call it syllabus and course information again, you can certainly do that too. So I'm going to make sure that it's available to users, and I'm going to hit submit. I'm going to drag it above that bar. And now it is underneath this section. Now I want you to notice this empty box next to it. That tells me that this content container has no content. It is empty. It is empty. So let's go ahead and practice uploading our syllabus into this content container. So in order to get inside this content container, I'm going to click on it. Okay. So notice I am now inside that folder because it tells me right here what folder I am in. And remember, if you decide you want to call this folder something else, give it a different name, you can edit it from here or from your course menu right here. You can rename the link, okay, if you don't like the name you gave it. So you have an empty canvas here. And it says here, it's time to add content. Use the functions above to add it. We're going to focus on this tab right here called build content. Notice all the different types of content you can add to it. What we want to do is add a file. We want to upload our syllabus. So in your content area, your content folder, you're going to hover above build content and you're going to select file. When I select file, it takes me to the create file page. What I want to do is give my file an intuitive name. So I'm going to call it Spring 2020 History 1301 syllabus. Now you may see me reference history a lot, but that's because that's what I teach, and I have materials to kind of show as an example. So this is just an example I'm giving, but you want to give it an intuitive name. The semester, right? The course. You can, even if you want, add the CRN, okay? This is the name of the file. Once you've given your file an intuitive name, you're going to want to browse your computer so that you can attach that file. So I'm going to browse my computer. Notice it opens here. So I'm going to go to my history. Now, I'm not teaching this course this semester, so if you'll indulge me, I'm going to use my syllabus for my fall course. So I find my syllabus here. I'm going to double click it, and it takes me to Blackboard. Notice my file is attached right here. Okay. Now, what if I was a little bit too trigger happy and I selected the wrong file? No problem. I can just click here, select a different file. It's going to clear that out. And I can go back to browse my computer and say, oh, this is the one I meant to upload, right? And I have to come back here and give it a name again. My syllabus is attached. Okay, I want to scroll down. You want to leave these two options as they are. You want it to open where it is, so leave these as they are. Come down here under standard options right here. You always want to make sure this is checked to yes, because you do want students to access this content. Track number of views, we want to recommend you always click yes here. This allows Blackboard to collect data to see who has actually clicked on the link. So if a student says, you know, I didn't know, did you read the syllabus? Yes, I read it. You can actually check to see if the student clicked on the link, and it'll even tell you when they clicked on that link. Okay, now you can select a date and time restrictions. You can have this file open or be available to students at a future date, but this particular file needs to be available to students right now. So we're not going to add any dates to this file. So when I'm done, I'm simply going to hit submit. And there is my file. Okay, let's see what it looks like from the student perspective. So as a student, I can see syllabus and course information. I can see syllabus and more. I can see this is clickable. When I click on there, here is my file. I click on it and it opens instantly. Now, it will only open instantly if you uploaded your file as a PDF. If you upload files as Word files, it's going to require that the student download the file, and the student may or may not have Word on their computer at home. So we want to strongly recommend for most files that you upload them as PDF so that they can easily access them and it instantly opens. Now, there may be an occasion where you may need to upload a Word file, but we'll discuss that when we get to those specific situations. Okay, so the student can now view the document. He or she can also download it and print it if they want to. Okay, so this is how a student sees the document. Now, I'm going to go back to the instructor view for this particular course, and I'm going to go back to that folder where we uploaded the syllabus. If I uploaded the wrong document, or if I want to make some edits to it, I can simply trigger this menu, the chevron here, trigger this, and I can make an edit, and I can edit the title here if I want to. If I forgot to turn on tracking, I can turn on tracking, but then it'll only begin tracking from that moment. Okay, so I can make any edits and then hit submit and it will save those edits. So that is how you upload a file, any kind of file. So if you have notes for your students or PowerPoints that you want to share with them, you would upload them in the exact same way. Build content, file. but you would do it, of course, in a folder that is designated for the content for that particular week. Now, I do want to show you this gear here and this A. These are part of a program that we've recently adopted called Ally. Ally allows us to make our digital content much more accessible. For now, I want you to focus on this A. This allows students to download this file in an alternative format to benefit students who are blind or who have different learning preferences. So for example, while our students are stuck at home, maybe they want to do some some housework, maybe wash the dishes. They can download this document as an audio file and then listen to it as they do other things, maybe commuting, washing dishes, or maybe they are just an auditory learner and learn better that way. So these are available for students. This green gear tells you how accessible your content is. Now, students do not see this, and I'm a little disappointed that I'm not at 100% here, but it tells me that my document is 97% accessible. This is not meant to be a judgment, rather than to help you learn how to make your digital content much more accessible. For now, we're not going to focus on this only because our priority is getting content into the online course. But if you would like to learn more about Ally, this is what this program is called, ALLY, please do let us know. Okay, so that is how you upload your syllabus. Now, what other content might you want to add here? Well, remember we talked about that student resource guide for students how to learn Blackboard. So remember that we can access it here through the COVID-19 updates. What I can do here is access the student guide. I can click over here, I can click over here and download it. And I'm going to say save it to my desktop. Okay. I've now downloaded that file. Okay. I'm going to close it. I'm going to close this one here. I'm going to go back into my course, and I can build content and upload it the exact same way. So I'm going to go to File right here. Browse my computer. I'm going to go to my desktop. So let me find that. Blackboard, let's see, Instructional Continuity Guide for Students. Here it is. Okay, and I can give it the exact same name. I'm going to abbreviate Blackboard. Okay. And I'm going to make sure I track those views and I hit submit. And so I've just uploaded another PDF for students to Blackboard. And there I notice I made an error in my typing there. I can go to edit, instruction null. Let me delete that. And I hit submit. And I've just made that correction and I've uploaded another file. This one is not as accessible. So you can upload files to Blackboard like this in any way. In this particular file, Syllabus and More, you can upload any content that is related to the course. The syllabus, perhaps you want students to use special websites for the course, those kinds of things. So here you can put anything course related into this file. Okay, so that'll end this particular lesson on how to upload your syllabus. Let us know if you have any questions. You can email us at dlss@epcc.edu, or for technical issues or for immediate help, your best bet is to always contact the Blackboard Help Desk. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.